Hello, Pete. Welcome to Bitcoin's comic and stock trading chat. It's been a month. Let me open the window a little bit. Kind of dark today. Anyhow, thank you for tuning in. I got my ice right here, and I got my freshly brewed coffee that I will pour in here for some nice iced coffee. Maybe I should have got some more ice because the hot coffee is going to melt a whole bunch of ice cubes. Anyhow, welcome. Bet227, good morning. If you wish to talk about the auction, anyhow, thank you for tuning in. I have been waiting to do a chat on Bitcoin specifically for a while. I have here on my screen a list of YouTube live chat that I did. For those that remember when Bitcoin crashed on May 19th, I did a video early that morning, and I said, if you want to sell, if you freak out, just be a little patient because I believe it's going to bounce, and you will have an exit point maybe 40-ish, and that happened. Okay, you didn't have to sell at 30 or 32 or 33 or 34 or whatever it was. And then later that afternoon, after the bounce, I also launched another short chat to say that it bounced. And I believe in that chat, I said that if you didn't get out, you will get many more chances, because I believe that spot is going to be revisit multiple times. At the same time, I also mentioned in both chats that day that I trust my instinct of decades of trading, decades of seeing carnage, decades of seeing things crash, that often when you see something crash like that, the likelihood of seeing the low revisit is high. Okay, so good morning, Thomas. Let me play a little bit of that chat I did the afternoon of May 19th. That way. Okay, so if you still want to get out, keep looking at the chart and the value of Bitcoin to time yourself to get out if you wish to get out. Okay, I still stand by my opinion this morning that I am in no rush to jump in to buy the dip. I got enough. I'm okay with my position in Bitcoin. And I want the dust to settle. I want things to level out, because I predicted, I hope I'm wrong, okay? I predicted that we could see another test of the bottom, because usually sometime when you hit a bottom like this, we might retest. So would I buy on a retest? Maybe, depending on how we get there. Okay. Now we can remove that. Okay, so retest yesterday we got. Okay, and yes, I bought yesterday. All right, so that concluded my my view on what I thought may happen, and it did happen. Am I more at ease with Bitcoin today than I was back in May? Yes, I am. Okay, I'm not bullish or bearish. I understand what happened with Bitcoin. No one can deny that we went through a bearish stage. You can't drop 50 to 55% and say, oh, it's just a little hiccup. Okay, it's nothing wrong with use the term crash. Okay, it did. How it got there doesn't matter. Why it got there doesn't matter. The question is, I feel better about buying yesterday. I did, okay? And that's it. I mean, I'm not gonna tell people to buy here or sell here or whatever. You know me. I'm not a fan of telling people what to do because most people don't listen to what I say anyway. Let's be blunt. Most people don't listen to what I say. They do their own thing. Michael Baker, hello. Did anyone catch the comic link auction on Monday night? Was it? I thought it was last night, Tuesday night. I think it was last night, right? Last night was the start of the closing of comic link auction. It's gonna be on for another 10 days. There are, I think, over around 10,000 items as far as comic books. So it's gonna be a while for Comic Link to digest all the books. So I think I have 37 books in this auction. So I think 5 or 6 finished last night. I probably have every day for the next 9 days. I think I have something finished, like 3 or 4 books here and there. And I think the last book will finish like 9 days from now, something like that. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of books. I will do a recap of my listings. I'm not sure if I will do a recap of all 37 listings. That's way too much. But for sure, I will do a listing of some good, some bad, some great. You know, I will give a good mixture to show the range of the kind of prices that I got with this auction, so that people see that not everything is good, not everything is bad. Some are good, some are bad, some are plateauing, kind of thing. So yeah, I probably will do ones before the end of the month, because at the end of the month, first Saturday of next month, I will do a live monthly market report, and I will focus on, of course, as usual, all the big books, right? The market is okay. The comic market is okay, no doubt about it. There are books that are doing well. There are still books that are breaking record, no doubt about that. And there are some books that you can use the term crash. Okay, so there are localized pain, but that is on par with many other collectible. If you follow the sport cards market, or the Pokemon market, or the Magic the Gathering market, certainly you have seen people use the word crash in many video titles, right? Because it has crashed for some of the cards. Okay, so I think March, I did a video a couple days ago that I need to load maybe this weekend, that I talk about this specific thing here, about how my view on the specific state of the market. But this is part of what I talk about is, you know, there are localized spot of weakness, which is expected after the blow off top in March. February and March was insane. A lot of book went bonkers. Many record was smashed. So that's not unexpected to see a retracement as far as, you know, right now and last month. So now, as far as, you know, the main topic today is, you know, when it comes down to whether it's the stock market, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's hotkeys, the hardest thing for all of us, okay, me included, at least I think I am very good at this because I've done this long enough, is be patient. You know, I get this question all the time on my channel, and I I'm frustrated whenever I see the questions, because I understand it's not it's not like the person that asked the question did anything wrong. I'm frustrated at the way we are in general, because often we all have the FOMO, we all have the impatientness of getting something, and I think social media add to that. Okay, I'm lucky in that I grew up and get involved in this hobby long before social media, so I didn't have the external pressure to chase, to bid up, to flex anything. I just buy what I thought was a good price. I buy when I thought I had the money, and that was it. It's not a big deal. Today, the state of the hobby, the state of the stock market, there's a lot of people, because they are new. Okay, when you're new to trading crypto, stock, or buying comic books, you're easily influenced by other people voices. That's human. Okay, so when it comes down to me being frustrated with questions from new people, it's not because I'm frustrated with them. I'm frustrated with the state of what we are, because I just think that a lot of people are so easily influenced by social media and what they hear and what they see. Same thing with crypto, right? Crypto, oh my God, when things was good, everybody was pumping, hyping, jumping for joy, pumping chest, all that stuff. And then everybody talk about diamond hands, oh, hodler. I hated that term from day one. You never see me use that term on my channel. This is the first time I'm mocking it, okay? Because it's a joke. It's a freaking joke to even create that term. What happened to all the hodler, right? When crypto Bitcoin was crashing from 60 to 30, where are they? Running scare, crawl under the table, diamond hands turn into paper hand, toilet paper hand. It's just be quiet. Those that yell and boast the loudest tend to be the one that gets smacked the hardest. So it's I'm just too old to. I may be investing in Bitcoin, but I'm definitely not in the same kind of mindset or attitude like a lot of Bitcoin believer, because I don't have to guess, the average person that trade, invest, believe in Bitcoin tend to be younger, different generation, and it's hard for me to be around. It's hard. I'll be honest. It's extremely hard for me to be around the younger folks. That we all been there. Okay, for the old people like me, we all been young before. We know what it's like to be young. How I behave in my 20s is not how I behave today. And I don't want to be the grumpy old man telling a 20-something to shut the F up. Something bad is coming around the corner. Okay, people will learn. Okay, everyone that is in this market, hello kid collector, everyone that is in crypto or the stock market or in comic books will go through cycles of pain. Okay, investing, speculating, trading is not about winning all the time. Did I just say that? Yeah, I just said that. Unless you're me with comic books, then you win all the time. But outside of comic books, I go through my cycles of pain with stocks and crypto. Been there, done that, experienced it. Okay. And I learned that let the new people that participate in those fields, let them be. Instead of like telling them not to do something, let them be. Let them experience the pain. If they learn something from the pain and stay in the game, hopefully they change. They be more humble. Okay, I have said this many times. The stock market is the most efficient, humbling machine there is. Okay, very few people that play with the stock market um, does not get smacked here and there a few times, if not a whole bunch of times. It's just part of the game. You just learn to hone your skills and be disciplined. You know, it's, you know, one of the common saying with people that trade stocks or crypto or whatever, they always, it's one of the most misused statement that I heard banter every day. Only risk what you can afford to lose. I'm sure you heard this a million times by everybody on YouTube and on TV. Only risk what you afford to lose. No, that's not the mantra. That's the wrong mantra. That's the bullshit mantra, okay? And whenever I push back against that message, that phrase, I get people saying, oh, that's like arrogant to say that you're not going to lose money. No, 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 no. That's the opposite, okay? It's the opposite. My first rule, and this is not because I follow Warren Buffett, my first rule, even before I know who Warren Buffett was cash is not trash. And, you know, I don't want to lose money. The first rule I have is I don't want to lose money. So it's not about, oh, only invest what you can afford to. No, F that. F that. Okay? If you approach the market with the mentality that I don't want to lose money, I know I will, because that's part of the game. But if you approach investing and trading and speculating with, I don't want to lose money, you approach it differently. Instead of just throw money at crap and think that, oh, you know, if I lose, I have $500, I'm gonna buy some Dogecoin, and if it goes to zero, so what? It's 500. That's all I can afford to lose. That's not the right mantra. That's not the right mindset. Okay, you shouldn't want to lose anything. So stop throwing money at garbage and hope for luck. Okay, that is just nonsense. I mean, I've seen it all. I heard it all. You know, you don't see me hyping altcoins and this and that on my channel, right? I let the younger people talk it up. My one advice to every single one of the younger people that invest in all kind of altcoin, this altcoin that, is sell when you're smiling. Okay, instead of flexing how great you were at investing, how easy it was, sell your gain. If you didn't, I don't think you are very happy right now. Okay, so it's hard. It's very hard. I can't tell you how happy I am not in the business of advising people on what to do with their money. I hated when I was in the field, when I was in the business, managing other people's money. I hate it every single day, because when people go to the doctor, they listen to what the doctors say. When people go to car mechanics because they have issues or problem, they listen to the advice. Not all the time, but you see where I'm going, okay? People go to professionals, they go to experts for advice, and they try to follow that. When it comes down to money, when it comes down to investing, when it comes down to speculating, people grew a brain. In general, a lot of people grow a brain. Okay, because they think that even a homeless person will tell you how to make money. It's or how to invest. It's just like, what? It's mind-boggling to have to discuss, debate with clients on how to invest the money. I'm like, I'm so over with that. So it's really hard. It's really hard to tell people what to do, because especially the younger people. I learned to just stay out of it, because they're gonna do what they want to do, and hopefully they didn't get blown up when the market crashed, because I've been there. I told the story. I got the margin call. Okay, I ruined my entire Hawaii vacation when I was vacationing in Hawaii, and I get the margin call, and my account get blown up because I bought things on margin, and the stock crashed, and I lost almost half my money, all that stuff. Yeah, I've been there, done that. I felt the pain. I get humbled real quickly. Okay, so every young person out there, if you're in this game and you get smacked around a little bit, you get kicked in the groins a little bit, hopefully you learn the lesson. Okay, whatever lesson that is, take that with you. The next time you experience a bull market on whatever you are owning, sell it. Hodling is for morons. Okay, it's a term invented by morons and believed by morons. Okay, it's just nonsense. I cringe at that word. Whoever invented that word, I'm like, oh my god, it's horrific. Anyhow, I won't keep this chat long, because I just want to come in and at least give my 2 cents on the state of me and Bitcoin, because the last time I talked about Bitcoin pretty much on my channel was May 19th, the crash. Okay, so I didn't want to see a revisit of the low, but I predicted that, and I was worried about that, and it happened. But now that it happened, I feel a little bit better. All right, I'm not bullish. Bitcoin have a lot of issues, a lot of haters, a lot of FUD, a lot of non-believer. Bitcoin has been kicked when it's down for the past 4 weeks. Okay, every person that hated Bitcoin, that doesn't believe in Bitcoin, has been having a field day kicking Bitcoin when it's down. Let them be. Okay, let them be. Let them have their fun. I believe in myself. I believe in my brain. I'm confident in what I'm doing. Let them have their fun. Hey, if they hated Bitcoin at 60 and now it's 34 or whatever it is, they have the right to cheer, just as you have the right to cheer when you bought Bitcoin at 10 and go to 60. Okay, so it goes both ways. Learn to accept defeat when it happens. Hello, Omega Comics. Yeah, it's so as far as Bitcoin, what I think, I'm more positive today than I was a month ago. Okay, so let me end the discussion on Bitcoin that way. There is nothing to add there. Did I buy Bitcoin in the past month? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I bought about half a Bitcoin over the past month. Okay, including some yesterday. So altogether, I put money where my mouth is. Certainly, I did not buy Bitcoin when it bounced to 40. I think my average purchase of Bitcoin is around 33, 34-ish, like around here. I think the most I paid for Bitcoin was like 35 something. And the lowest I paid for Bitcoin in the past 4 weeks is 30, just around 32, just below 31. So the average is like 33.5 or something like that. So I'm not worried. Okay, I'm glad I was patient to buy the half Bitcoin at the price that I paid. Yeah, altcoins. I sold I had 26 Ethereum. I think 25.6, something like that, almost 26 Ethereum. I sold 24 of my Ethereum between 2,400 and 4,000. When everybody was flexing and pumping and calling for Ethereum to go to 10,000, I'm like, thank you, I'm getting the F out of here. Okay, it's it's just, you know, it's absolutely kid collector. You know, it's. I said this many times. Whether it's comic books, stock, or crypto, buying is easy. Selling is hard. Okay, so if anything, any traders, any flippers, any collectors that want to succeed in profiting from trading either one of those three assets, you must learn to book the game. You have to learn to book the game. I don't understand people that can't sell. Hodler, F that. Okay, learn to trade, motherfucker. It's just nonsense. It's just hodler. Every time I say that word, I just want to vomit in my mouth. It's so stupid. It's so no, I'm not a fan of holding of any sort. And if anything, it taught me, as far as crypto, is I must treat it no different than a stock. I must. Okay. The biggest mistake that I made with Bitcoin was I bought at 6,000, 7,000, 8,000, 9,000. I bought Ethereum at 600, 300, 400. Okay, last year. So sure, did I wish I sell everything at 60? Heck yes. Did I wish? But like I said, I learned quickly with how I am. Okay, when I saw how Bitcoin reacted, you think I was holding Ethereum at 4,000 and flexing? Police, okay? It's and I was not about to tell anybody else to sell their Ethereum or whatever altcoin or whatever. I'm like, I'm dumping all of them. You know, I didn't have many. Okay, I hold 4 different cryptos, so it's not like I had a whole bunch of altcoin. But no, I'm a quick learner. Okay, when I see something behave that way, I'm not about to sit there and hold. What do I think of NFT? Is this the future? There is room for NFT. Certainly, the bubbleliciousness of NFT blew up before Bitcoin blew up. You know, I think NFT is a wonderful avenue for those that want to utilize it for like music. I think it's awesome. I think the idea of selling music as an NFT, releasing music as an NFT is an awesome idea. Awesome idea. Okay, I love that. What do I think? An NFT of a meme is worth buying and selling for millions? No, it's stupid. Okay, it's but there are things that owning a digital right of something is an awesome idea. Okay, like I said, music is one of them. Original art can be one of them. But for sure, music. I can't imagine why the music industry has not. I think eventually the music industry will embrace NFT more than anything else, because being able to monetize your music ownership and basically prevent piracy, because assuming that people understand how NFTs and crypto works, there are room for it, and I don't I won't be buying any kind of memes or arts on NFTs. It makes no sense, especially the sport NFT. A clip of somebody dunking a basketball, that okay. I mean, hey, it's not my money. So if anyone that do those kind of things and believe in it and want to spend money, it's their money. Okay, I just don't think those things has any. And the NFT bubble blew up pretty quick. It was NFT was a talk of the town for maybe 2 months, and then it crashed, right? So it's crypto today is very much like the internet in 1998, 1999. Okay, all kind of new ideas, all kind of new concepts are being thrown out there. If anybody listened to my crypto Bitcoin chat over the past 3 months, what did I say? And why is it that I don't believe or care to put money into a lot of altcoin? Is just show me the money. I don't care how cool your concept is. What is it that you are going to do that is going to make money? Okay, just like the internet was. A lot of when the internet started to blow up in the late 90s, all kind of business jump on the internet. And the big question shortly after was what? How are you going to make money? What is it that you do on the internet that make you money? In the beginning, eyeballs. Oh my God, we got 8 million eyeballs. How did that translate into revenue, income, earning? Well, the answer to many of those businesses is nothing. Same thing with crypto. Every altcoin that I see people pumping, I'm just like, it's a concept. I'm not saying it's a stupid concept, but it nothing but a concept. I don't care. I don't give an F how many people are staking this and staking that. Oh my God. It's just, but like I said, it's hard for me to listen to the younger people talk about these things because, they believe in it more. Okay. And it's hard for me to say, this is just nonsense. I let them be. I let people do their thing, and I'd stay on the sideline, and I will keep staying on the sideline. ETH is still is a little over 2K. I had pulled 90% of mine and park it. And only thing I'm still in is BTC. Yeah, I mean, BTC is gonna go through. I'm a firm believer right now that whatever cycle, whatever pattern, whatever prediction that many people made over the past many years, throw it out the window. Throw it out the window. Completely. Throw it out. Okay? One of my concerns that I had, and I talk about this in a couple of chats, is that once the institutional get into this game, it's going to be a little bit crazier. It's going to be a little bit more volatile. And this exceeded my expectation. Okay. I do believe in Bitcoin and still believe in Bitcoin as if it was the same as I was a year ago or 2 years ago. What I think Bitcoin need in order to reverse this bear market, and the few things that can reverse this bear market is whenever they come out with the ETF for Bitcoin. Could be 3 months from now, could be 6 months from now, could be who knows, next year, who knows. But for me, until that catalyst, a major one, kick off, you are not going to see a sustainable upward movement of Bitcoin. Okay, that's my honest belief. Now, you have heard all kind of, the biggest problem with the internet, YouTube, is a lot of people, a lot of popular people are some of the most uneducated people in this space. They got a loud megaphone and they just talk nonsense, okay? Think about this. One of the things that has been banter is a negative for Bitcoin for the past 2 weeks is that the SEC decide not to do anything with Bitcoin. They're not going to regulate Bitcoin. That was one of the negative catalysts that helped drive down Bitcoin the past 2 weeks. I'm sure for those that pay attention to Bitcoin, you heard that headline news. The SEC is not going to regulate Bitcoin. Oh my God, it's the end of Bitcoin. It's this and that. They're not going to do the ETF. Before I go on, kid collector. Altcoin is the term used for alternate coin. It's basically anything but Bitcoin. Like, I'm sure if you heard Cardano, Ethereum, Kusama, dogs, cat, bird, poop, you name it. It's there are hundreds, if not thousands, of other crypto they call alternate coins that people hype, pump. Okay, and they are is about a security. It's many of the altcoin is about a secure is the toilet piece of paper. Okay, it's complete. Many of them, all they have is a website, a page telling you what they plan to do. It's not even that's why I said this on my channel many times. Most of them are just concept, not tangible business of any sort with any kind of revenue or projection or meaningful anything. I don't even bother trying to debate or discuss this with any altcoin believer because even like the most popular one, Cardano, really? What have you done? Vaporware, okay? Vaporware. Yes, you can put Doge as an altcoin if you know. I'm sure some people say no, Doge is a meme coin, whatever. Okay, it's not. And to me, anything that's not a Bitcoin, there's only one Bitcoin. Okay, back to my SEC ruling that they are not going to regulate Bitcoin, and every freaking channel on YouTube bantering about how bad that is for Bitcoin. Let me say this. Bitcoin has been touted many times by many people as what? Digital gold. Yes, agreed. Do you know that the SEC also do not regulate gold, oil, silver, or any other commodities? It will regulate the ETF that is gold, like GLD. It will regulate the silver ETF, such as the SLV, or the oil ETF, OIH. Okay, I can rant off. So the fact that they said they are not regulating Bitcoin is what? They are considering Bitcoin is a commodity, like gold, like oil, like silver. Not one channel on freaking YouTube even said anything like what I just said. Oh my God, they not regulate. Oh my God, the SEC. It's just like, so naive, so stupid, so uninformed, but so popular. Holy effing hell. That's the problem with social media. What's most popular is equal least intelligent at time, or most of the time. Holy cow. Not one channel will tell you that the fact that the SEC put out that statement is a positive thing. Okay? Because they consider Bitcoin a commodity, something that they do the same with gold, silver, oil. They do not regulate those things, but they are waiting for the ETF to regulate. Okay? Now, one of the questions that people ask before I go, when is the ETF going to come out? I don't know, but I would say this: whenever the big boys get enough Bitcoin to issue, okay, whenever that is, whether it's Goldman Sachs, BlackRock, or or any other one, Grayscale, the company that own the most Bitcoin, that have the Bitcoin trust that you can buy like a proxy of Bitcoin. They are not. See, you would think that for a company that have billions in Bitcoin, they would be all gung ho to have the ETF, right? Why are they not pushing for the ETF? Why are they waiting and dragging their feet and let the SEC do whatever they want with the ETF? Meanwhile, other big boys like BlackRock, Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, or all the other people are accumulating the Bitcoin in order to issue the ETF. Now, why is Grayscale not eager? First of all, ETF carry what? Low fee. Low fee. Let me repeat it the third time. Low fee. Do you know Grayscale charge like 2% or even more as far as fee for their Bitcoin trust? So they're making a lot more. Okay, instead of getting 0.2% or 0.02% in fee, they're getting 2%. They're getting 10 times, 100 times more in fees by keeping Bitcoin status quo. So they don't really care if the SEC is waiting and dragging their feet. They're making 10 times, 100 times more money. The moment that the ETF come out, Grayscale earning on fees will drop like a freaking, okay? Does anybody here talk about that on YouTube? Everything I just said in the last 15 minutes, does anybody talk about that? Oh, unbelievable. I mean, the one thing I did in the past 5 weeks with Bitcoin, beside buying, is stop watching YouTube videos that talk about Bitcoin, because they are nothing but stupidity. I believe in myself. I believe in Bitcoin. I don't need to listen to the idiots on YouTube talking nonsense. Kid Collector, you're welcome. How does the ETF impact the earning? Iconic Point, it will crush Grayscale earning. Crush it, okay? Crush it. Destroy it. Think about this. They earning 2% or more on fees. Think about this. Imagine stockbroker, when they were able to charge $10 on commission for a trade, and now it's 0. You see why E-Trade was bought by somebody else? You see why TD Ameritrade was bought by somebody else? Trust me. Giving away 2% fees on billions of asset is a lot of money. Okay, a lot of money. Okay, it ain't gonna be pretty. Okay, but they will make it up. I'm not saying that Grayscale is gonna go bankrupt or out of business. Their business is simple. It can be run by a handful of people. Okay, an ETF, it doesn't require a building of a couple hundred people to run the ETF. They will make more money on more volume. They will make up the fees on higher volume. Okay, so in the end, they will likely make less money, but it's not like they're gonna make a whole lot less where they're gonna go bankrupt, anything like that. No, they will exist. They will make less because there will be other ETF to compete with their own ETF. Grayscale already announced that once the ETF is issued, they will then convert all their product into ETF. They have to. Why would anybody keep the Grayscale unit if they can buy the ETF from BlackRock or somebody else and not pay the 2% fee? Who would do that? Who would keep on holding GBTC? Only a moron would. So there's a lot of force at play on why the ETF is not out yet. That's one of the force, because right now Grayscale is the big dog. Okay, Grayscale is the big dog. Okay, all the other people that want to do the ETF, they are new to the game, and they are accumulating. They're having nowhere near the billions and billions that Grayscale has. So I'm not calling conspiracy. I'm just laying out the facts why it is in the benefit of Grayscale to not have the ETF right now. The day will come when BTC will be much higher. It will come. I think that's about all I had to say. I don't think there's any more that I can add. It's for me, it's my advice to anyone is, if you don't believe in Bitcoin, there's not much I can do. If you believe in Bitcoin and you got scared in the past month, if you're still in it, take this as a good learning experience. If you weather through this storm, you've been here and you survive, then you have the fortitude, or whatever you call it. You have the ability to go through a crash. Because if you're in your 20s or 30s and you're going to be in the investment game, trading game for the next 30 years or 40 years of your life, I guarantee you will see many, many more crashes. Okay, so if you survive this, take this learning experience, throw away the stupid memes, and learn to take money and profit off the table when you are jumping for joy. Okay, I can't say enough. It's just like, enough with the stupid memes. Anyhow, Kid Collector, my email is in many videos. It's ETA. It's basically my username, etanick@gmail.com. So feel free to email me if you have anything. Many people have. Hello, Sequential Geek. You came in just at the right time for me to say bye-bye. Dance with Comics said Twitter is also bad. Anyone who gets info from those guys get what they deserve. It is. People. I'm not asking people to follow me. Okay, I don't want anybody to follow me, sub me. You know me on my channel. for 9 years now on YouTube. You never hear me say, sub, hit like, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I'm not here to get subs and views and be famous, okay? For those that stay here and learn something about grading comic books, learn something about pressing, learn something about cleaning, learn something about flipping books, learning how to make money, good for you, okay? For the rest, for all the haters, good luck. I didn't get here by being popular. I get here by doing smart things for me. Bye, Maurice. Anyhow, be safe, stay safe, enjoy your summer. My son's school will restart in 6 weeks. Can you believe it? He just had his summer. He just graduated from middle school 2 weeks ago, and now school is going to start in 6 weeks or less. So yeah. Dance with Comics, yes. A lot of people that give advice out there are in no business of giving any advice. You know, no business. But like I said, what can I do? You know, I mean, like I said, don't mistake popularity with anything that is reasonable or educational. Okay, popularity equal entertainment. Okay, education is boring. I've been told I'm boring many times, but hey, that's just me. I can't help it. What about Action Comics dropped 40% recently? Did it drop 40% recently? I don't know. I can't say that I heard anything about oh, Kid Collector Comics going to freshman year in college. All right. Oh, a freshman in high school or freshman in college. My son is going to be freshman in high school in 6 weeks. Sequential Geek, before I go, where was, oh, Kid Collector High School. Good for you. Good for you. Okay, good for you. Hopefully you enjoy finance. I don't know what your desire to be going forward, but for sure, email me if you need career advice. But get your okay from your parents first. I don't want to get into trouble that you communicating with some old man on the internet against your will or their approval. You know, for all they know, they can look at my channel and say, that guy is a jerk. I do not want you to communicate with that a-hole. Comic book investment display a drop on his channel in a sale history. I guess I had to watch that channel. I don't know. I have no. There's only one Action Comics that went up for auction recently. That was like last week, and it went for $500,000. It is also a conserved copy, not a blue label, not a restore label. So, you know, I don't know. I have not looked at the price of other Action Comics #1 to compare. Oh, Giant Size X-Men 1. Was that video 2 weeks ago? Before I go, because I will give you my answer after you confirm to me that that video that you watched of the Giant Size X-Men 1 drop 50%, which I knew. We talk about this on my channel because there was a copy that went in March for 67, 62, 67, something like that. And then there was a book that went the next month for 40 something. Okay. Same grade, same page quality. Now, Kid Collector, if he made that video and I have not seen it, he must have left out the record smashing giant size X-Men 1 that I'm assuming that he's talking about those two books I'm talking about, right? There was one that was auctioned off for 60 something thousand in February or March, and then there's one a month later that was auctioned for 40 something. And then subsequently, there was multiple copies that was sold for 60s on Comic Link and Comic Connect after. Okay, so that 40 something was an aberration, an outlier. Why did I say that? Last week on Heritage, there's a copy. I did a live streaming of the auction last Thursday. Can anybody in the chat room remember what price the giant size X-Men 1 went for? I know. And I will drop the mic after I give you the number. And I don't know anything about comic book investment channel. Correct, Kid Collector. Okay, so unless comic book investment channel talk about that one. Okay, so Maurice talked about it's 3 days later, so 3 days later is in like yesterday, because Comic Link auction is started yesterday, right? I'm on for longer than I thought. I thought it's gonna be just like 30, 40 minutes, but it looked like I'm gonna be on for almost an hour. Let me look. Let me look. Let me look. Okay, I'm logging into Comic Link right now because I know the auction started to close yesterday. Okay, so let's take a look. Let's take a look. Boom, 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 boom. It would definitely be a talking point on the comic market report at the end of the month, for sure. If it is, there's so many copies, ridiculous. Where is it? Okay. All right. That was June 21st. That was last night. Today, or 2 nights ago. Today is the 23rd. Okay, so 2 nights ago. I see it. It will be good. Now, could this be an outlier? We'll see. Like I said, remember, the last time a copy of this book dropped to the 40s, maybe it was like 47, I can't remember. It was because, well, it was right after the previous month copy broke a record at 60 something. Okay, so is this the same? Could the next one be 60? Okay, as always, one is not a trend. Okay, one is not a trend. Keep that in mind. But we'll see. Like I said, it will be a good discussion point for sure. And am I surprised? I talk about this all the time. This book was at 20,000 books 3 months ago. For it to go to 60 was lunacy. Okay, well, 6 months ago, yeah. This book was a 20,000 book last year. And between January and March, it went bonkers. It went crazy. Okay, so it's not it's not out of the realm of reason that many of the books, especially bronze books that broke record, need to have a correction. It's no different than Bitcoin going from 20 to 60 and back down to 30, right? You know, it's I mean, you can call it a crash. That's okay. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm not saying that this kind of price drop is not painful to see, but at the same time, it's just like, does it has any business? Do you see me on my channel saying, oh my God, giant size X-Men one at 60,000, at 70,000 is so awesome. Keep on buying. I want to buy my own copy. No, I'm like, it's crazy. It's whack. You know, I get this question all the time on my channel, and I still do. Is it time to buy something? No, it's not time to buy anything. Holy cow. How is it so not clear on my channel that I have been selling? Pure Gosu asked, if you just jumped in, yes, I said I bought Bitcoin yesterday. In the first 10 minutes of this chat, I outlined what I mentioned a month ago, where I said that I was concerned that the low will be revisited. That's why I was not bullish of any sort back in May when Bitcoin crashed to 30. I called that it could drop, it could revisit the low, retest the low, and it did. That's why I launched the chat today, because I waited and waited and waited and waited and waited patiently to be right. You know me. I'm rarely wrong. It's awful to be me. Trust me, my wife hates to use the words "you right," because after 15 plus years of marriage, it's very rare that I'm wrong of anything. But yes, I waited for the retest to buy some more. Anyhow, an hour, long enough. My God, you had enough of me. See you Friday. I will have the regular weekly comic book investment chat Friday. Anyhow, enjoy your day. It's kind of gloomy today. See that I have no lights on it. It looks like it's gonna rain. Bye-bye.